Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the wonderful educators and parents joining in today's session. Welcome to the November exclusive series, which is specially designed for parents and teachers. And this session today is for balancing dual roles as parents and teacher, which is a very important role which we all educators play. So, before we begin, let's take a small reflective pause. In one word, how would you describe your experience of being both a parent and a teacher? You can type in the chat box, give me some responses, or just think it yourself. Now, who am I? I'm Ishu Madan, a mathematics and STEM expert. With over more than 13 years of experience in the education industry, I am here. I had the privilege to train over 10,000 plus students, 2,000 plus teachers, and 500 plus more parents. Through experiential learning in STEM and innovation. By innovation, my vision is very simple to inspire every learner and educator to think, create, and innovate. So, in today's session, finding the balance between the dual roles as a parent and as a teacher. Let's begin. So we all struggle and juggle between these both roles as educators. This role brings so much empathy, communication, time management, problem solving, and emotional regulation. But it also brings emotional tug of war, the feeling of wanting to give 100%, and that's what it kills all of us. So, in today's session, we'll be discussing the benefits, the struggles, and the techniques, how we can balance between both of these roles. So, we'll be taking up the importance of balancing these roles, why it is important, understanding the dual role of a parent and teacher, and how these roles support each other, complement each other, contradict, and create conflicts as well. And the very important emotional turbulence. So I would like you all to describe your role one in just one word that describes this dual role. You can put it in the poll, you can share your answer in the chat box, and I could see many different words coming up. Grateful, passionate, creative. Yeah, I would like you all to participate and give more of answers. And this session is for all of you. Thank you so much for giving responses. Now, take a pause, a minute, a few seconds, and reflect. Is this one word enough for all of you? Does this one word describe the role and do the justice with that role? Because we as educators and as parents, mom and dad, do so much which cannot be described in just few words. Before diving into the complexities of this role, let's look at the brighter side, the benefits for being a teacher parent or a parent teacher. So, the very few points, empathy amplifier. We understand what both children and parents go through, and it makes us more compassionate educators, and more understanding parents. The second, it also promotes patience and perspective. Managing kids in the classroom builds patience, which also helps at home. Similarly, if you're managing kids at home, your own children, they test your patience, and that you bring your patience here to classroom. Enhanced classroom connection. When you are a parent, you naturally understand the needs, the behavior of the child, and you can provide what exactly the student and the child needs. Better parenting through teaching. As via being teachers, the structure, the discipline, and routines we use at school help make us home learning more smoother and easier. Modeling life skills. Our children see us teaching, organizing, leading, rushing through the schedules, and they learn by watching us, because children don't only learn what they hear, what they are told, but what they watch. So we becomes a role model for them, and they learn so much. Deep sense of purpose, because it's very fulfilling to shape lives both inside and outside your homes. You're not only building the children which you have given birth or you are raising, but the other world as well. Community connection. You relate better to other parents, teachers, and families, creating strong support circle. Now take a second and think, which of these benefits do you connect with the most? You may type in the chat box or say it aloud or on your audio. Just reflect. What benefits do you connect with the most? What is that one thing which makes you happy, which makes you alive? Thank you so much for your all responses. So I got this, that teaching becomes 75% demanding and the parents 25%. That's the ratio which we get. So taking that ratio and that statistics, we'll be moving ahead and I'll be giving you more points and clarity further for this. Now exploring the overlapping skills. Now being as a parent, teacher and teacher parent. So maybe you were a parent first and then came into the teaching profession, or you were a teacher first and then came into the parenting profession and then working in your personal lives. So what are the skills, the shared skills which help? When we look closely, both roles complement each other very beautifully. As a teacher brings structure, consistency, and planning, whereas a parent brings warmth, love, compassion, empathy, and emotional depth. Together, they create a very powerful balance between logic and love. So, the teacher provides the logic, and as a parent, you provide the love. And the students, the children require both. So the question I often ask educator is, which of your teacher skills help you most as a parent? I repeat my question, which of your teacher skills help you most as a parent? So going further, so let's explore more about these skills. Now, when these skills are complementing each other, but still there is a lot of conflict because we keep on carrying the same roles. Sometimes the role which we get back from school, we are still in the same mode. And sometimes when we go from the home to school, leaving some task behind, then again we are in the parent mode. So that creates a conflict, not to provide that 100%. Juggling both the roles between, it becomes overwhelming. Sometimes we feel grateful also for what we have been doing, and there is a guilt in spite of doing all this. There is always a guilt that we were not able to do enough. So how to resolve these conflicts? These are the thoughts, how to manage these conflicts. There are thoughts which keep on coming on every second day. After in the day, sometimes you get again these thoughts. that how to do it, how to manage. So the challenges and emotional points which you unpack in these conflicts are. So the common struggles, which is the answer shared by many educators, is the time management, especially juggling between both the roles, because the schedules are totally packed. There's a lot of stress which keeps on coming. Decreased productivity. We are not able to complete some of our parenting tasks. We are not able to complete the school task, and due to insufficient time for preparation, family, and self care. Emotional exhaustion and guilt. Balancing parent and teaching roles often leads to emotional exhaustion and guilt. So there is a guilt which is always there. And the third one, which many educators shared with me, was comparing their child's growth with the student. Now, as a teacher and as a parent, one this thing that you are comparing your child's growth with the other students, which creates unnecessary pressure, self doubt, and guilt. And there is no time to reflect back. There is no time to discuss about this. And sometimes we feel guilty and often that you don't want to come out and discuss about this also. So, how to address these common conflicts between the roles? Because you're tired. When you come back home, you're already tired from your school work and your teacher work. And again, there are calls constantly. There are the times for the work and your home are not segregated. So, what are the strategies which can be done, which can be created to find balance between these two? So, before that, have you ever returned home tired from school and found it hard to switch between the other role? So, do you personally switch off from school before entering home mode? Or you're still in the teacher mode? Or from home to school, are you switching on your teacher mode? How many of you have thought of the switch? Though physically it is not here, but then the switch has to be created and wired in our brain. And what do you think happens during that transition when you switch from one mode to another mode? Many actors are trained because they keep on switching their roles. So, this is what the one beautiful technique which I'm going to share with you today to switch off and on between your roles. And this technique is going to work like a magic. And is it actually important to switch? How many of you think that this switch is actually required? So as soon as you go back home, your parenting switch is on, that you are, hey, I'm back. I'm a mom or a dad right now. Similarly, going back to school, hi, switch on, and I'm a teacher back with full energy and enthusiasm for the students. So, going back to that home, there is no baggage you're carrying of school, and going back to school, working, you're not carrying your home baggage. So, how to juggle? So, that's what technique which I'm going to share with you is. This is a very powerful technique which I especially call it as role reset ritual. Now, there is no as such a physical switch, but then you can create this by using this ritual. Now, what is exactly this ritual is? Now, you can create some ritual of your own. It can be very simple things, maybe changing clothes, washing, getting fresh up, or listening to some music, or lighting a candle when you go back home. So, set a transition moment when you're back from school to home. Keep 1 2 minutes specifically for this transition moment, which is called as the role reset ritual. Now, you are not going to achieve it in just 1 day or 2 day. It has to be done on the regular basis. So you have to work on it. And it's also technically called as the mental checkpoint, or it can also be categorized as mindfulness. So create one ritual of on your like something which suits you, which benefits you. Like for me, I have always kept like getting freshened up, changing clothes, and play some calm music at home. And sometimes I lighten a candle also. And if you're very stressed, so there is a beautiful technique which I'm going to do with you, that is mindfulness. Now, you all are requested to do with me. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And with every breathe out, let go of your day. Whatever, however was your day in your school, just let go of your day. And that's how you switch between your roles. And also, close your eyes and imagine you are closing the door of the classroom. And now, in that imagination, only open another, that is your home door, with your calm energy. Put a very positive and calm energy into it, and that's your reset. So, try this role reset ritual, and which will only take 1 to 2 minutes, but very, very important is stick to it daily. Every day you have to practice it and stick to it daily. And once you've already practiced it by using mini breathing exercises, or maybe washing up, taking freshen up time and changing clothes, putting some calm music, and then say, "Hi, I am back. And now I'm a mom and I'm a dad." So say to yourself, and that's how putting a calm energy and making yourself realize, yeah, I'm back. Because how many of you have still found that coming back at home and you're guiding your child, like giving instructions of homework as you're doing in the classroom? We all have been there. So you all have been doing it. I could say getting many answers. Yeah, it's definitely going to work. So I could see Shweta, Malika, I mean, it's slow and steady. Yeah, it's definitely going to work. But this, yeah, we have to do it daily. So once you do it for like 20, 21 days, it's going to work. And then similarly, how to go back from your home mode to school mode. Now, after you have done your house chores, or maybe next day early in the morning, don't rush. Just give yourself again 1 to 2 minutes again in the morning, or maybe at night before you go for sleep. Plan your next day for your work and your home also. Segregate the plans. So there is no morning rush. So when you have planned and how much you want to do, not don't try to give 100%. There is nothing perfect actually, and no trying to don't try to push yourself and force yourself. Treat yourself with some love and care as well. So, and planning and not putting yourself so much of pressure and giving yourself a time and prioritizing yourself, you can definitely again have a reset mode, that is the teacher mode on. And now once you're back into school, then say, yeah, hi, I'm a teacher and I'm back with my full energy for these students, and then leave the baggage at home. Again, similarly, you can again set a ritual for your school also. Like once you're back in your classroom, or like wherever you go right in the morning, if you're a lab in charge or if you sit in faculty. So again, take 1 to 2 minutes. If you don't have even that, take 30 seconds. Again, deep breathe in and breathe out. Even that 30 seconds are very powerful, because you tell your mind, yeah, I am right here. You cannot be present in both the roles at the same time, but what you can do is be present in that role at that moment, at that place. So some other practical tips which can help you manage your role. The very first one is setting mental and physical boundaries. And now, what do I mean by setting the boundaries? Create a mental and physical separation between work and home. So how do we do it? Now, creating a boundary doesn't mean that you have to take a chalk and create a boundary. Yeah, they're like not like that. So, setting the boundary of the work, you know that your working hours are over and it is not something very urgent or important. To create that one boundary, yeah, now I'm back, and now I've crossed the boundary of the school. Now I'm back at home. Now, what is my priority and where am I? So, keep on checking with yourself that right now, where am I? I'm not in school, I'm at home. Now, it is my parent role. Your parent mode is on. You're in the parenting mode. So be more loving, calm, empathetic. Drop that instruction. And how many of you feel that, still in the loud voice and you're saying, and then everybody at home is like, please lower your voice. And then you say, I'm a teacher. So come back. We are not teachers at home. We are parents at home. So get back to that parent mode on, because our own kids need love, empathy, and not judging and correcting on the time. And also yourself. It will decrease the pressure on your mind as well. Second is prioritizing communication. Now, prioritizing communication with whom? There are very two important people with whom your communication is very important, and that is your family and your colleagues. Now, with your family, you have to communicate, yeah, that this is my time for work. So I have to put my whole self and wholeheartedly, you have to work in school. When you come back, then you inform your colleague that these are the challenges I face, because if we keep on bugging about the work, and then switch back. Building a support system. Connect with other teacher parents. Share Share your queries and challenges, but don't compare, because every life scenario and every parenting scenario will be different. Somebody else will have some other supporting system at home, and you will have some other supporting system at home. And if sometimes you don't have a supporting system at home, so your challenges will be different. So don't get burdened. Or you can also connect with me anytime on Insta, Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. You can just message me and I'll be right away present for you. So you can build that support system to somebody who trusts you and who you trust. And very important, it's not about at all doing perfectly. Don't rush behind the perfection. It's about being present where you are. I repeat, being present where you are fully and wholeheartedly. And very important, one scenario with so much of research and after so much of interaction with a lot of educators and parents, and after conducting more than 500 sessions, which is the one very important thing which comes out, it's self-care and role modeling. Now, what is this self-care? Do you give yourself even 5 minutes in a day for your self-care? Or maybe at a weekend, embracing imperfection with self compassion, that I was not able to do this or that, but it's okay, that's me. I have given my best. So be compassionate with yourself, demonstrating healthy balance to children and students. Personal balance boosting strategies, group sharing, discussing with the trainers or with the probably the other same people from the field, and identifying the biggest balance booster. So now I tell you which is the biggest balance booster in this entire dual role is self-care. If you give yourself that self-care time where you talk and think about your mental health and give yourself peace, then you'll be sorted. And again, don't rush behind perfection, because embracing the imperfection with self compassion is the best thing which you can do. So that's how you will manage the healthy balance between the children and students. And I repeat, all of you can again connect with me through my social media platforms, which I'll available at Skillsphere. You can find me on Insta, YouTube, and Facebook and LinkedIn as well. So say yes to self care. And very important, you don't have to be perfect in both the roles, just be present. So this is something you can keep in front of you, which will keep on make you going and motivating. that you don't have to be perfect in both the roles and just be present. So that's one thing I can tell you which will make your life very easy and smoothing. And again, one more thing that is which I shared, the one beautiful technique which works like wonder, but you have to stick to it daily. That is role reset ritual. So do that role reset ritual. And second thing, put this tagline in front of you that I don't have to be perfect in both the roles. I just have to be present. When your job needs you, you are there during those hours. And if there is some emergency, you can just pen it down. You are there. And when your child needs it, you are not stuck in schoolwork. You're not stuck in parent calls of other children. You are there for your child. So it's all about how we prioritize and how we communicate. And there is no harm in saying and informing about your challenges. Be vocal and very politely you can share that I really want to give this time and this is my time for me to connect with my child. Can I get back to you later? And you can definitely do that. Or you can tell them to drop a message that I'll get back to you in some time. So learn to say those few words and communicate among the group and share it, and you can definitely do that. Thank you so much. And it was glad to have all of you. If there are any question answers, you may share, and I'm there for you to answer. And again, I'm Ishu Madan, educational influencer, STEM and mathematic expert. Thank you so much to Centa and all the other co-team members of Center for arranging this, and to all the parents and teacher educators. Thank you so much for connecting and your time. And I hope this session was really fruitful to all of you.
Uh, yes, thank you so much, Ishu ma'am, for this wonderful session for our exclusive November series for teachers who are parents. Like you very rightfully said, that it is about not really being, perfect, but being present in whichever role we are doing in that moment. So I think that's been a wonderful insight for everyone. So I think the powerful balance and the benefits that lie in being a teacher parent, like you very rightfully said, not only involve share skills which complement each other, but sometimes can even conflict one another, as you put forth. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we have all learned effective ways to manage these thoughts and challenges. And of course, the role reset ritual really helped to figure out the transition movement, to switch off and on between the two roles. So I thank you once again on behalf of the Centa family and all of our attendees who are here, that for doing this, for taking this session, because I feel there is always something new, that we learn. And thank you once more, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Thank you so much, Subi. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Like we very rightfully said, that there is always something new that we learn, and something that we surely, as teacher parents, you know um, want to learn in that moment. So I feel that we want to pass on to our homes as well, and the class balance act is key. And it is for that reason that Centa has now come up with the Center for Tutors offering. And the Center for Tutor offerings essentially is a platform where, with its vast community of 2 million teacher parents, it allows for the teachers to take classes from anywhere, anytime. And it also allows for your children to benefit the most from the vast pool of Centa certified teachers that you yourself have tried and tested. So at Centa, we believe that it's very important to ensure that we always believe that the best learning for children starts with great teachers. So today, as we explore how Centa Tutors is helping parents find exactly that, we are joined by Sneha Ilsa ma'am, who is one of our certified tutors and a passionate educator herself. And hello, Sneha ma'am. Thank you for joining this session. And telling a little bit about Sneha ma'am. Sneha ma'am is a math specialist and a curriculum developer with 7 years of experience in crafting engaging and inclusive learning environments. She specializes in designing and delivering tailored math programs to meet diverse student needs across international curricula, including those of the UK, US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And I think she has immense experience in inspiring and empowering students in dynamic learning environments. And she is a part of the Center family and as a Center tutor. So thank you so much, Sneha ma'am, for being here, for being in this session with us.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Thank you, Santa.
yes. Ma'am, to begin with, I'd really love for you to share with all of our viewers here that what has your journey been as a teacher and how has it evolved over time? And if you could just share that, what drew you towards online tutoring?
Yes, actually, to start with, I'm grateful to Santa for providing me with this opportunity to share my experiences and inspire others, especially through this November series webinar. Thank you, Santa, for this wonderful platform. So, as a teacher, my journey has started. It's being thrilling, it's being adventure, and it's being a span of 7 years, and it's counting now. And I'm really privileged of working with students from diverse backgrounds, as you have already mentioned, with the UK, US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. And it's been an incredible experience, and I have learned so much from my students and colleagues along the way. So I have started my teaching career actually in a traditional classroom setting where I quickly realized that every student learns differently. Some grasped concepts very quickly, while others needed a bit more time. So that's when I began to adapt my teaching style to meet individual needs. And I remember spending hours preparing lessons, and I have to create visual aids, innovative ways to explain complex concepts. So it was really exhausting for me, but it was also incredible, rewarding to see my students' faces light up when they understood something new. So I've just gained experience. I started exploring the online tutoring platforms. The flexibility and the reach of online teaching were huge draws for me. Actually, I could connect with students from all over the world, and our sessions could be tailored to their specific needs. So it was like having a one-to-one conversations where we could dive deep into a topic and explore it together. So what really got me hooked on the online tutoring was the impact I could have on the students who might not have access to quality education sometimes, right? So I recall working with a student. She was from a rural area. She struggled a lot with math, and with regular sessions, she gained in confidence, and then she can came up with good grades actually, and that was imparting knowledge to me and also about making a difference in her life. So over time, I have developed a range of skills and that have helped me excel in my online tutoring platform. So I have learned to create customized lesson plans, use digital tools to visualize the complex concept and make it a bit more into a smaller and easier way, and to communicate effectively with the students and also with the parents. So my experience has also taught me to be patient, empathetic, and adaptable. So essential qualities for a teacher, what I think which should be there. So today I'm a passionate teacher about creating inclusive learning environments that could cater to diverse student needs. I'm excited to continue making a global impact, one student at a time, that will be a bit more effective tutoring experience. Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Great, ma'am. I think that you have rightfully said that the scope and range of creatively curating content in the online space, and also the scope for including everybody and ensuring that the transmission of knowledge happens in that manner, and how it also led to your own evolution as a teacher in terms of curating that kind of educational content. So I believe that all our viewers here are also all educators, and they're probably also they've also learned from your journey, and can also inculcate those things that you shared with us today. And also, ma'am, another thing that I'd really like to ask is that, from your perspective, why do you feel that why should parents choose center for their children?
I'm also a Centa certified tutor, educator, so I can confidently say that the parents should choose Centa for their children because they offer a personalized learning experience that actually caters to each child's unique needs. So their platform is and the community, they are designed to keep the students engaged and focused with the certified teachers who uphold the highest standards of teaching. And what sets Centa apart is that they believe that teachers are the backbone of the education system, and they actually invest heavily in their growth and training, not only for the tutors but also for the students. And they have handpicked expert tutors we have who have undergone rigorous training experiences. They have done and also training as well as mentoring, and that have left their standard a bit high. So this means that a child gets to learn from the best with the teaching methods that are tailored to their individual needs and learning style. So I think with Centa, the parents can be assured that their children are receiving a world-class education that is rooted in their proven teaching standards and supported by their cutting edge platform. They are not just about imparting knowledge, but they are about inspiring the young minds and helping them reach their full potential.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sneha ma'am. I think what stands out in the center tutors offering isn't just, like you very rightfully said, isn't just about finding a teacher. It's actually also about connecting with someone who's part of a larger ecosystem of excellence and continuous growth. I thank you once again, for sharing your journey with us, for sharing your experience with all our viewers and who are part of the Center family. So thank you once more, and to the viewers as well, that if there are any queries, you can just post it in the comment section, and we'll probably take that up right now. And if not, then we'll probably just collate those and get back to you on those at a later time. But overall, ma'am, thank you so much, and I hope that the viewers today also learned from the session, from the series. And this is an exclusive November series that we have that we have come up for our Centa community, for our Centa family, and it's going to recur every Saturday for the month of November, where we will come up with informative topics for all our viewers. And for today's session, where we spoke about balancing being a teacher and a parent, we hope that everybody in the session today did take away something. And in the coming sessions as well, for sure there will be more experts, more engaging topics, and more interesting things for everybody. So I thank you once again on behalf of Center and our team, and yeah, and our facilitator Ishu ma'am today, and Sneha ma'am. So thank you once again.